GM just shook up the truck world with a $10,000 pickup. That's right. In a time when most trucks are creeping past $30K and some flirting with $60K, GM just dropped a Bombshell, a brand new pickup with a sticker price of just 10 grand. Sounds crazy, right? But if this thing performs the way GM says it will, we might be looking at the best truck bargain of the decade. But before you rush to the dealership, let's hit the brakes. Is this really a game changer? Or just another budget truck with more hype than horsepower? In this video, we're breaking down what makes GM's latest move so bold. We'll explore how it stacks up to the competition, what kind of performance you can actually expect, and whether this is a deal you should grab before it disappears. Because let's be real, at this price, it won't stay on the shelf for long. So what's going on here? Truck prices have been on a non-stop climb. Entry-level pickups like the Ford Maverick start in the $20K range, and most full-size trucks can set you back $40,000 or more. But now, GM has flipped the script with the Chevrolet Montana, landing at a shocking $10,000 starting price. That's not just cheap for a truck, it's one of the most affordable new vehicles you can buy, period. And it signals a bold strategy by GM, not just to compete, but to disrupt the entire truck market. So how'd they do it? What's the catch? Are they cutting corners? Is quality taking a backseat? Or does GM have a secret sauce the rest of the industry is missing? Before we get into the economics behind the price, let's look at what really sets the Montana apart. It's not just a stripped-down shell on wheels. It's a compact truck built for real-world utility, and it's no pushover. While it's not trying to replace your Silverado, the Montana delivers where it counts. So, is this the future of affordable pickups? Or just a flash in the pan? Stick around, because the Chevrolet Montana might just be the truck story of the year. Let's start with the engine options. General Motors understands that for this price, buyers need reliability and efficiency above all else. That is why the Montana comes equipped with a 1.2-liter turbocharged engine producing around 115 horsepower. This may not sound impressive compared to a full-size pickup, but keep in mind that this truck is lightweight, meaning it does not need an oversized engine to get moving. The turbocharged setup ensures a good balance of fuel efficiency and power, allowing for smooth acceleration, even when the bed is loaded for those who need a little more muscle. GM, it is also offering a 1.4-liter turbocharged engine that bumps the power up to 153 horsepower. This variant is aimed at drivers who plan their Montana for heavier tasks, so are light to win. Speaking of which, how much can it tow? While the Montana is not built to rival workhorses, Ida is still a truck, and that means towing matters. With its stronger engine option, the Montana is expected to have a towing capacity of up to 3,500 pounds. That is enough to haul a small trailer, a couple of dirt bikes, or even a lightweight camper. Not bad for a truck that costs as much as some motorcycles. But what about fuel economy? One of the biggest complaints about trucks is how much gas they burn. Even smaller pickups often struggle to get good mileage. But the Montana is different. Thanks to its efficient turbocharged engines and lightweight construction, it is estimated to achieve around 25 miles per gallon in the city and 32 miles per gallon on the highway. Those numbers put it ahead of many competitors, making it a fantastic option for budget-conscious buyers who need a truck but do not want to be crushed by fuel costs. Another key feature of the Montana is its drivetrain options. The base model comes with rear-wheel drive, which is great for fuel efficiency and everyday driving. However, GM knows that some drivers will need more traction, which is why they offer an all-wheel drive variant. This means the Montana will not just be an urban truck, it will also be capable of handling dirt roads, snowy conditions, and light off-road trails. And speaking of off-roading, GM has not completely ignored the adventure crowd. While the Montana is not a hardcore off-roader like the Ford Ranger Raptor, it does have an optional off-road package. This includes higher ground clearance, skid plates, and an enhanced suspension system to make it more rugged. This means it is not just cheap transportation, it is a truck that can actually handle some tough terrain. But let's be honest, performance is not just about power and efficiency, it is about how the truck feels on the road. The Montana has been designed with a smooth suspension setup that provides a comfortable ride, even on bumpy roads. The steering is precise, and the 8-speed automatic transmission ensures seamless shifting. For those who want a bit more engagement, a 6-speed manual transmission may also be offered in select markets. So what do we have here? A fuel-efficient, capable KS. But what about the interior? Let's talk interior design. The Chevrolet Montana is a compact truck, but GM has done a great job maximizing interior room. The truck seats 5 passengers comfortably, with well-padded seats that provide support for long drives. The front seats are designed to be ergonomic, with optional heated and ventilated features to keep drivers comfortable in any weather. Their seats are also impressive for a compact truck. Unlike some smaller pickups that have cramped, nearly unusable rear seats, the Montana offers a decent amount of legroom, making it a practical choice for families or ride-sharing. And if you do not need the back seats for passengers, they can be folded down to create extra storage space, which is perfect for carrying tools, groceries, or any other cargo you want to keep secure. Another surprise at this price point is the climate control system. While the base model comes with manual air conditioning, higher trims offer automatic climate control with multi-zone settings. This means passengers can set their own temperature preferences, a feature usually found in much more expensive trucks. GM has also included plenty of storage compartments, ensuring that drivers have space for everyday essentials. There are cup holders, door pockets, a large center console, and even hidden storage areas beneath the rear seats. This makes the Montana a practical option for workers, adventurers, or anyone who needs extra space for their gear. And let's not forget about safety features. The Montana is not just about affordability. It is designed to be safe and reliable as well. The truck comes with multiple airbags, stability control, and a reinforced safety frame to protect occupants in the event of an accident. Higher trims offer blind spot monitoring, lane departure warning, and a rear view camera to assist drivers in tricky situations. For those who love a premium feel, GM has also included options for leather upholstery, a sunroof, and ambient interior lighting. This means that while the Montana is designed to be affordable, it does not have to feel like a budget truck. Overall, the Montana's interior is a major win for GM. It is practical, comfortable, and packed with features that you would never expect in a truck at this price point. But a truck is not just about the inside. It has to look good. Let's talk about the exterior. Exterior design. The Montana features a bold and aggressive grille, giving it a commanding presence on the road. Unlike some budget trucks that look outdated from day one, the Montana embraces a sleek and contemporary aesthetic, borrowing styling cues from larger GM trucks like the Silverado. The LED headlights are sharp and angular, ensuring excellent visibility at night while adding a modern touch. On higher trims, GM offers signature daytime running lights and fog lamps, making the Montana look even more premium. Moving to the side profile, the Montana's compact dimensions give it an agile stance, making it easy to maneuver in tight urban settings. At the same time, it still has a high ground clearance, making it capable of handling off-road adventures. The wheel arches are muscular, reinforcing its tough personality. And GM has not skimped on quality when it comes to materials. The body panels are reinforced, ensuring durability against rough terrain and everyday wear and tear. The wheels also deserve mention. The Montana comes with 16-inch steel wheels as standard, but buyers can opt for 17-inch or even 18-inch alloy wheels on higher trims. This gives owners the ability to choose between affordability and added style. Now let's talk about functionality. The Montana is not just about looks. It is designed to be practical for real-world use. The truck bed measures over 5 feet in length, making it spacious enough for hauling equipment, supplies, or even recreational gear. General Motors has included multiple tie-down points, ensuring that cargo stays secure during transit. Higher trims even offer a spray-in bed liner, which adds extra durability to the truck's already rugged design. Another smart feature is the tailgate design. GM has designed it to be lightweight yet strong, making it easy to open and close with one hand. Some trims even offer an assisted tailgate mechanism, which helps prevent slamming and reduces strain on the hinges. At the rear, the Montana keeps things simple, yet stylish. The LED taillights have a modern shape ensuring visibility and safety. The bumper is reinforced, providing extra protection in case of low-speed impacts. And GM has designed the rear step to be wide enough for easy access to the truck bed. For those who want a more aggressive or off-road ready look, GM offers an adventure package that includes a skid plate, blacked-out trim, and all-terrain tires. This means that even though the Montana is affordable, it can still be customized to suit individual preferences. GM has done a fantastic job with the Montana's exterior. It looks tough, modern, and functional, proving that a $10,000 truck does not have to look cheap. Whether you need a reliable work truck or a stylish, budget-friendly pickup for daily driving, the Montana delivers on all fronts. But trucks are not just about style, they also have to be durable and reliable. So how does Montana hold up in the long run? Let's talk about its platform and build quality. Built to last, the platform and durability. General Motors has reinforced key structural points to ensure the Montana can handle heavy loads and rough terrain without compromising safety. The high-strength steel chassis is engineered to provide torsional rigidity, meaning it can withstand bumpy roads, uneven surfaces, and even moderate off-roading. This makes it stronger than most compact trucks while maintaining a lightweight design for improved efficiency. The suspension system is also well thought out. The Montana features an independent front suspension, which improves ride comfort and stability on highways, and glide to medium work tasks without braking is wet. One of the most important factors in a truck's durability is its corrosion resistance. General Motors has coated the Montana's body panels with a rust-resistant treatment, ensuring that the truck can withstand harsh weather conditions. Whether you're driven in a humid climate near coastal areas or in snowy regions where roads are salted, the Montana is designed to resist stress and corrosion better than older trucks in the same price range. With durability and protection, the Montana also comes with a reinforced underbody skid plate on off-road trims, which helps protect vital components like the engine, transmission, and fuel tank from damage when driving over rough terrain. This feature is something usually found on more expensive trucks, but GM has included it in the Montana's rugged package to ensure longevity and reliability. Another aspect of the Montana's long-term reliability is its low-maintenance engineering. GM has designed the truck with serviceability in mind, meaning that essential components like the engine, brakes, and suspension are easy to access and repair. This keeps repair costs low, which is a major selling point for budget-conscious buyers. Additionally, GM has focused on using proven engine and transmission technology rather than experimenting with new untested systems. This means fewer mechanical issues and lower ownership costs in the long run. And if this works, the entire industry is in trouble. The industry impact game over for competitors. For years, truck prices have been climbing higher and higher, with even mid-sized pickups now costing $30,000 or more. Automakers justified this by packing trucks with luxury features, advanced technology, and bigger engines. But the Montana proves that not everyone needs all the extra frills. Some buyers just want an affordable, reliable truck that gets the job done. If GM's strategy succeeds, expect Ford, Toyota, and Ram to follow with their own budget-friendly models, or at the very least, slash prices on their existing trucks. And it is not new trucks that will be affected. The used truck market is also at risk. For years, sellers have been able to charge premium prices for used trucks, even models that are 5 to 10 years old with high mileage. Why? Because there were no affordable new alternatives. But now, with a brand new Chevrolet Montana costing just $10,000, buyers have a much better option. This could collapse demand for overpriced used trucks, forcing private sellers and dealers' hips to slash prices to stay competitive. This is not just about North America. If GM plays this right, the Montana could expand globally and disrupt markets in South America, Africa, and Asia, where affordable, durable trucks dominate in these regions. Pickups are often used as work vehicles, and buyers prioritize their liability, fuel efficiency, and low maintenance costs. So for luxury, a 10,000 truck with GM's reputation could sell in huge numbers worldwide, giving GM Angie over brands like Toyota and Nissan, which have traditionally ruled these markets with models like the Hilux. But But before we celebrate the start of a new truck revolution, there is one huge question. Can GM actually pull this off? Lower prices, global expansion, and market disruption all sound great, but only if GM can actually deliver. And that is where the real challenge begins. The challenges. Selling a $10,000 truck is one thing, keeping up with demand is another. Just look at Ford's struggle with the Maverick. When the Maverick launched as the most affordable new truck in the United States, demand exploded. Ford was completely unprepared, leading to long wait times, dealership markups, and frustrated buyers. If GM is not careful, the Montana could face the same fate. Production limitations will be the first major hurdle. GM will need to ensure factories can produce enough Montanas to meet demand without cutting corners on quality. If supply cannot keep up, buyers will turn to competitors. And worse, dealers might exploit the situation by inflating prices, just like they did with the Maverick. Suddenly, that $10,000 truck could end up costing $15,000 or more, making it less attractive to budget-conscious buyers. Then there is the issue of perception. Buyers might hesitate, thinking, is a $10,000 truck really reliable? It is a fair concern. After all, most new trucks cost at least 3 times as much. If GM does not prove the Montana's durability and reliability, potential buyers could turn away out of fear that it is too cheap to last. GM needs to back this truck with solid engineering, a strong warranty, and positive real-world reviews to gain consumer. But even if GM gets everything right, there is still one massive challenge: competition. Ford, Toyota, Nissan, and other brands will not sit back and watch GM steal their market share. We have already seen Toyota launch the IMV0, another $10,000 truck, as a response. More automakers could join the fight, releasing their own budget models, potentially undercutting GM's pricing strategy. If competitors figure out how to build an even better cheap truck, the Montana could lose its biggest selling point, being the most affordable new truck on the market. So even though the Montana is shaking up the industry, the battle is far from over. The biggest risk? Price inflation. If demand skyrockets and supply cannot keep up, GM might not be able to maintain the $10,000 price point for long. Dealerships will mark it up, and if that happens, GM's entire strategy could backfire. But if GM manages to get this right, the Montana will not just be a great budget truck, it will change the entire industry. So now let's talk about how it stands against its rivals. The Ford Maverick, is the extra cost worth it? When Ford launched the Maverick, it was hailed as the most affordable pickup in America. But now, with GM's $10,000 Montana, the Maverick suddenly looks far less affordable. With a starting price of $25,000, the Maverick costs more than double the Montana. So, is it worth it? The Ford Maverick's biggest selling point is its hybrid powertrain. With a 42 mile per gallon fuel economy rating, it is one of the most efficient trucks ever made. The Montana, while efficient, cannot match that hybrid-level fuel savings. If your goal is to save money on gas, the Maverick will likely pay for itself over time. But for those who just need a simple, affordable truck, spending an extra $15,000 on fuel savings might not make sense. Then there is interior comfort and technology. The Maverick comes with a more refined cabin, featuring a larger infotainment screen, better materials, and a quieter ride. The Montana, by comparison, is simpler and more basic, which for some buyers is actually a good thing. Many truck owners do not care about touchscreen size or premium materials, they just want a truck that works. Where the Montana really wins is price and accessibility. Not everyone can afford a $25,000 truck. Some buyers simply want the cheapest new pickup available. That is exactly what GM is offering. By cutting out unnecessary luxury features, GM can sell a truck at a price that no competitor can touch. So which one is better? It depends. If you want better fuel efficiency, more comfort, and some added tech, the Maverick is a solid choice, but you're paying double the price. If you just want a no-frills, dependable truck at the lowest possible cost, the Montana wins hands down. The Ford Maverick might be a great deal for some, but what happens when GM goes head-to-head with another $10,000 truck? The Toyota INV0. The Toyota INV0 is one of the few trucks in the world that can match the Chevrolet Montana's insanely low price. With a starting cost of around $10,000, Toyota's new compact truck is also designed for affordability, but there is a key difference in who these trucks are made for. The IMV0 is a true work truck. Toyota designed it for small businesses, commercial fleets, and industrial use, especially in developing markets like Southeast Asia, South America, and Africa. It is meant to be a basic, no-nonsense utility truck that can handle heavy loads, rough roads, and long work days. The Montana, on the other hand, is better suited for personal and urban use. While it is still a functional work truck, it is built with comfort in mind, making it a better daily driver for most buyers. Unlike the IMV0, which has a stripped-down interior focused purely on functionality, the Montana feels more like a modern vehicle with infotainment options, better ride quality, and a more car-like driving experience. Another key difference is availability. The IMV0 is currently only sold in select international markets, while GM has a better chance of bringing the Montana to the United States and other global markets. If GM does expand sales worldwide, it could directly compete with Toyota in work-focused markets, making the IMV0's dominance far less certain. When comparing practicality, the Toyota IMV0 may have an edge for those who need a commercial work truck. It is durable, customizable, and built for heavy-duty jobs. But for the everyday driver who wants an affordable, efficient pickup that can be used for both work and play, the Chevrolet Montana makes a lot more sense. So the Montana beats the IMV0 when it comes to daily usability. But how does it hold up against a more traditional mid-size truck, the Nissan Frontier? The Nissan Frontier is a classic mid-size truck with a reputation for durability, off-road capability, and solid performance. But with a starting price of over $35,000, it costs 3 times as much as the Chevrolet Montana. That alone raises an important question. Is it really worth the extra money? The biggest advantage of the Nissan Frontier is its power. With a 3.8-liter V6 engine pushing out for 300 horsepower, it far outperforms the Montana's smaller, more efficient engine options. If you need serious towing power, off-road ability, and long-term durability, the Frontier is a great choice. But here's the problem. Not everyone needs a full-size V6 truck. The average truck owner does not tow heavy trailers, go off-roading every weekend, or haul thousands of pounds of cargo daily. Many people just need a simple, reliable truck for light work, daily driving, and the occasional trip to the hardware store. And for that, why spend $35,000 when you can get the same functionality for $10,000? The Montana is built for efficiency. It is cheaper to buy, cheaper to maintain, and cheaper to fuel. It is also easier to drive thanks to its compact size and lighter frame, making it perfect for city driving. If you need a truck that can handle daily tasks without draining your bank account, the Montana does the job just fine. Even in the off-road category, the Montana holds its own. While it cannot match the Frontier's rugged capabilities, GM does offer all-wheel drive options, meaning it can still handle rough roads, winter conditions, and occasional off-road adventures. It is not a rock crawler, but it is practical enough for real-world use. At the end of the day, both trucks have their strengths. If you need a powerful, off-road ready mid-size truck, the Nissan Frontier is a solid investment. But if you are simply looking for an affordable, fuel-efficient pickup that does not break the bank, the Chevrolet Montana is the clear winner. So there you have it. The Chevrolet Montana is shaping up to be one of the most affordable trucks ever made, and it is set to shake up the entire industry. Whether you are looking for a practical daily driver, a budget-friendly work truck, or just the cheapest way to own a brand new pickup, this truck is proving that affordable trucks are not a thing of the past. But what do you think? Would you buy Montana over its competitors, or do you think one of the other trucks we covered is the better deal? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next.